YouTube, what it do, man? It is your boy Monotone, man. We back at you with the new video. And ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a while. We back at it. We got a new mic. We got a couple of new things to the setup. You know how it is. Before we get into the video, I just want to let y'all know, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Make sure you select all that way you can get notified when I upload a video. And let's go ahead and get into today's topic. We're going to talk about boundaries, and we're going to more so talk about personal boundaries within ourselves, or just with others in general. Setting boundaries. Do you have boundaries set? Do you respect other people's boundaries, or do you just you don't really care about boundaries at all? You do whatever. I wanted to bring up the definition about boundaries first. Personal boundaries are the limits and rules we set for ourselves within relationships. I have boundaries set within myself, and some people may not understand my boundaries. Some people may understand my boundaries, but at the end of the day, I more so set it within myself. So I'm more so comfortable, and when I'm ready to adjust the boundaries, or if I'm ready to adjust certain things, then I'm willing to take that chance. But it has to be up to me at the end of the day. I can't let nobody else persuade me to change or adjust anything, and vice versa. I'm not gonna persuade or adjust anybody's boundaries. If you tell me you have something set, you have something set, and I'm gonna respect that no matter what. Which leads me into the next topic. There are 6 types of physical boundaries, and there's no particular order. I'm just going to say them. The first one, we have intellectual boundaries. The second one, we have emotional boundaries. The third one, we have sexual boundaries. Time boundaries for the fourth one. We have material boundaries for the fifth one. And the last one, we have physical boundaries. We have different types of boundaries that we have within ourselves. And I'm going to be honest, some boundaries I didn't even know about, like intellectual. I didn't really too much know about intellectual boundaries. I more so knew about physical boundaries, emotional boundaries, sexual boundaries. I guess the other ones I really more so knew about. Time boundaries is probably another one that probably caught me off guard, so I'm not too sure. So next what I want to talk about is how to set up personal boundaries. So if you're out there, you don't know how to, you're not familiar with boundaries, you're new to boundaries, or you kind of just been doing whatever, you never really set boundaries within yourself. This is going to be the video for you right here. In most cases, I would say easiest way to maybe start a boundary is maybe just pick one area in your life. Pick one area in your life that you're struggling with, or that you need to improve in, and then just take steps at a time. So the first type of boundary I want to talk about is physical boundary. Here's physical boundary. I guess an example I would say about physical boundary is like everyone's favorite, personal space. Everybody has this imaginary bubble. There are people that we love that are close to us. We don't mind them in our space. But there's some random people we don't know about. We kind of got this bubble like, hey, bro, you good right here. I ain't gonna let you right here, but you good right here. That's a type of physical boundary. You don't want nobody all up in your personal space and everything like that. Somebody disrespecting physical boundaries, they just don't care. You tell them like, hey, I don't, hey, you're too close to me. They just don't care. They all hovering over you, smelling like a can of bounce that ass. They just stink. That's probably why you don't want to bite. They stink. You're like, hey, bro, you're going to have to move on, bro. You ain't run by the shower or nothing like that. Wash or something. I want to get into it. The second type of boundary I want to talk about is emotional boundaries. And emotional boundaries is all about respecting other people's feelings. We don't want to be out here just making sure we out here just disrespecting people, not giving a damn about people's feelings at the end of the day. I'm the type of person, no matter who I talk to or anybody, everybody's feelings are always valid. I'm not going to disrespect people's feelings at the end of the day, because people are entitled to their feelings. I may not agree with some of the things, but hey, that's not for me. People all got different experiences. People don't even agree with me. They ain't gonna hurt my feelings if they don't agree with me. Okay, cool. You don't agree with me? That's fine. We still gonna be cool at the end of the day. In emotional boundaries, I would say that's respecting people's feelings. So if somebody's opening up to you and they're sharing their feelings, or they're just expressing how they're feeling, they've been going through a day and they don't want you to share with nobody, that's them opening up to you. Respect their their feelings. Don't share what they share with you. Just keep that to yourself, and just make sure they're good at the end of the day. Or if you're the type like me, this is the type of person I am. Like if something happens in the heat of the moment, I'm the type like, hey, I have to calm down. I'll tell the person, hey, you mind if I calm down for a little bit? Let me take some time to myself. Let me think, and then let me come back and have a conversation. That's how I am. Because if I talk in the heat of the moment, I'm gonna go off on you, and I'm gonna say something that I don't need to say. So I like to take some time to really think, and I like to come back, and when communicating, I don't want to be emotional communicating. I want to make sure I've got a clear thought and everything's out. dismissing somebody's emotional feelings. You're just criticizing their feelings. You don't care how they feel. They can tell you how they feel, and you just like, oh, okay, well, anyway, what I was on, like, you just disregard what they feeling. You're asking inappropriate questions and stuff like that, saying personal things about them that you shouldn't be saying. So that's emotional feelings right there. Number 3, time boundaries. Let me tell y'all right here. I didn't know about time boundaries, but I definitely know I have some time boundaries set. Look, I'm on a schedule already. I'm a structured guy. Monday through Friday, man, I'm already on a set schedule for the most part. Now, I kind of been slipping since I started the new job. We getting on that. Just know we getting on that. Time boundaries. You want to make. I always say my time is valuable. Other people's time are time is valuable in general. Because you can't get it back. I don't like my time wasted. I just don't. I don't like my time wasted, and a lot of people don't like their time wasted as well too. Bro, setting time boundaries, you just want to make sure you're taking care of your priorities. Not saying you can't hang out with people, but you want to prioritize what's more important before you start just chilling, having a great time. So some time boundaries may be like, I would like to come, but I already have something to do. Or do you have time to chat for a minute? But like, hey, I can't talk. People, like I said, people are busy. Like, hey, do you have time to chat real quick? Somebody may take some time out there. Like, yeah, I got you real quick. Let's chit chat or whatever. Or if there's an event, some people may be busy. Like I've been working basically 2 jobs for like the past 5-6 years. So like there were events I'll go, but a lot of times I'm just like, hey man, nah, I can't come out right now because I had goals set, man. I'm trying to get to where I need to. I didn't cancel on people. I ain't gonna say cancel on people. But people invite me places, I would tell them, like, nah. At one point, I was studying after work. So people like, you want to come over? And like, nah, bro, I'm good, man. I've got to study, man. Like, when you prioritize, you set goals for yourself, man, you ain't got time for a lot of things. I don't really know what I would say was, like, disrespecting people's time. I guess showing up late, you say you're going to do something for somebody, the next thing you know, you show up late all the time. I'm sorry, ladies, I'm throwing y'all out there, but I know your time management ain't really the best, Dude talking about he gonna pick you up at a certain time and you still getting ready to put on your makeup. Come on now. I'm gonna let y'all slide. I ain't gonna say too much. Y'all might come for me already in the comments just because I said that. My bad. Y'all chill out, all right? 4th one, we're gonna talk about sexual boundaries. Some of y'all may have these set. I feel like a lot of y'all don't, but maybe I'm just assuming. So let's talk about it. Sexual boundaries. Man, you want to make sure that you ain't just messing with anybody out here. You know what I'm saying? You always want to talk about protection. You know what I'm saying? I always want to make sure you have that talk, no matter what you're doing. Like I said, wrap it up. You may not, or y'all may talk and somebody may say, they don't do that. Whatever floats your boat, that ain't my business. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just teaching y'all. Another thing is, like I said, just discussing different things, just make sure you consent to certain things and everything like that. You don't want to go across no boundaries and nothing like that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And, just making sure they feel right, just make sure everything's good. You don't want to make anything uncomfortable, especially it's the first time already, things are already awkward already. So, you already got to make sure you ain't doing nothing wrong. We ain't gonna go too much because I don't want to say too much on here because y'all might try to come for me anyway. Now, things that you may not like, like I said, people may, not consent. That's one thing, of course, that's already a no-no already. Or, you basically, I feel like me personally, you using sex as a weapon, or you just trying to, hold it above somebody, or use it for exchange for something. And when I mean like exchange, you basically trying to, oh, hey, well, if you do this, then I'll give you some or whatever. Like, man, if I want some, I want some. That's all I'm saying. Another thing, if somebody's tired or whatever this now, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of bad at it sometimes, but if somebody tired or whatever and they ain't trying to have it tonight, man, don't get upset with them. If anything, don't get angry. It's not the end of the world. Just tell them straight up, tomorrow, hey, I ain't trying to hear nothing tomorrow. That's all you gotta say. I ain't trying to hear nothing tomorrow. I ain't trying to hear no you tired. I ain't tired, man. We doing it. I'll go overboard. Number 5, like another one I ain't know. The intellectual boundaries. Now, we live in a world nowadays where it's cancel culture. Me personally, I don't agree with cancel culture because at the end of the day, we all have different. Everybody has their own opinions at the end of the day. Do we all agree with everything? No. I can tell y'all right now, it's some things I do not agree with some of y'all. But I'm still cool with y'all. There's a couple of things man, people got different views, politics, religion, everybody has different views. But one thing about me, I don't judge anybody, man. You can have whatever opinion you want, and like I'm cool with whatever. Just don't be trying to over here trying to persuade me to do because nah, I'm good on that. But like I said, just want to make sure you respect people's opinions. Make sure you want to respect people's thoughts and ideas, or just don't dismiss people, because I've been told I can be dismissive. I don't know how. My goal is not to be dismissive. Could be dismissive of certain things, and I just don't. I'm not aware of it. That may be on me, but I've only been told by a few people, not a mass. Not a lot. I would say like some good intellectual boundaries is like, if there's certain things that you don't want to talk about, you'll let that know, let that known up front. Some people may not be cool with talking about certain things, and it's cool. Okay, we don't have to talk about that. Or if you're talking with somebody and you disagree with them or something like that, when you disagree with them, don't insult them or anything like that. If they disagree, they just disagree. Okay, cool. You don't agree with my opinion. We may just agree to disagree. People have to understand that. I feel like nowadays, if you don't agree with somebody, bro, they trying to come for your head now. I'll be honest, if you don't agree with me, I don't really give a damn. But I mean, it's the same. I mean, if somebody don't agree with me, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go on about my day. Ain't nothing gonna change me. Don't insult people if you don't disagree with them. All right, that's really all I gotta say. The last thing I want to talk about, I guess more so, is like material boundaries. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure about material boundaries in a way, but I would say like, more so lending your car out or something like that. You don't want to lend your car out to anybody. You ain't trying to lend your car out to a stranger. Damn sure I ain't trying to lend my car out to somebody that don't know how to drive or don't know, that don't have a license. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not lending my car out like that. Same thing with like, I guess like clothes, shoes. I guess stuff like that in general. Like if you cool with lending stuff out, you cool with lending stuff out. You may have boundaries set to like, oh well, and within yourself, you may not have to tell nobody like, well, I'm only gonna lend this out to like maybe X, Y, and Z. Like if when it comes to your car, oh, I'm only gonna lend this out to my mom, or I'm gonna lend this out to family members only. Except for the family members that don't know how to drive. It's just certain boundaries like that. But those are the 6 boundaries right there. I mean, let me ask y'all this. Do you guys have any boundaries set? Do you not care about boundaries? I'm gonna be honest, once I started setting boundaries within myself, I became a lot more happy. I'm not gonna let nobody cross my boundaries. And the thing about it is, if I decide to cross my own boundaries, that's on me. So you may have boundaries set within yourself. And if you're thinking about, man, I got this set, but do I really want to do this? That's all on you. But I'm gonna be honest. If somebody tell me they got their boundary set, I'm not gonna force you to change it. Now, if you be like, if they tell me, okay, well I got it. Alright, that's all I'm saying, y'all. But we're going to leave this video right here. I hope you all enjoyed. Set some boundaries for yourself. If you don't have any, if you've been working on it, just think about it. Do a little bit of research. Just start off with a couple of things. If you don't care about boundaries, I'm not talking to you. But then again, who knows? I may be talking to you. You may be thinking about, you know what? Yeah, maybe Monotone right, man. Maybe I do need to set some boundaries within myself. But I'm going to be honest. I used to move with no boundaries at all. And I used to be miserable. I used to let people walk over me. I'm a big people pleaser. I don't mind. Look, I know I'm a people pleaser, and I know that's an issue with me, but it's also a good thing. I don't like people upset. I just don't like people upset. If I gotta hurt your feelings, I gotta hurt your feelings. It's not on purpose, but I always say I always gonna say what I have to say or need to say, and I'll do it in a respectful way. I don't come off disrespectful. But we'll go ahead and leave it right there. Make sure y'all set some boundaries for yourself, for real. If you like the video, man, as always, man, leave a like on the video, hit that subscribe button. And also hit that notification bell. Make sure you select all, man. Be coming back with more videos, man. Y'all let me know how the mic went, by the way, because this mic is amazing. I think so. Shout out to my barber. He the one that helped me out. Dead Stock Barbershop, man. That's where I'm going, y'all. Have a great night. We out. Peace.